どうも河野和夫でございます。バニッシャーズ続きプレイしていきたいと思います。ということでございまして、空虚を抜けてですね、今回はですね、この2つの道を選ぶ感じに今なってるんですけども、上か下かね、北か南かっていうことで、どっちでも行ってもいいと思うんで、とりあえず上から行こうかなと私思っております。なんか洞窟に来たな。
Mines.
The
mountains must be rich, you know. Looks a bit rickety.
That's built for a team. One man alone should be fine. Should be.
Won't budge.
A tangle of rope work blocks it up.
Yeah, 無駄薬。やっちゃうんだ、リロードと間違えて。
Almost there.
あったあったあった。
The lift should be freed now.
These beams look fragile. Will they hold?
Would you rather climb?
If they're up to me, I wouldn't be here to begin with.
雪だね。
Can't he beat the snow? My sisters and I used to have snowball fights all the
雪だ
time.
ね。
Of course, they always had to win. What about you?
I once went to Cambridge with my mentor, Nicolas Fatio de Didier, to visit his friend Isaac. Now, Mr. Newton is a great scientist, but he and Nicolas did drone on. Looking out the window, I saw white. I went into the courtyard. Snowflakes drifted slowly down. I'd like to say I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I danced in the snow in the courtyard of Cambridge University.
お行きなさい。釈由美子です。ゴンドラみたいなやつ動く。動き。
You did well back there. I might have to increase your pay.
Had your doubts, did you?
Don't get cocky. There's always more to learn. Key thing about a scourge?
Truly bloody angry?
But that's true of most specters. A scourge will always seek a new physical body, often made of different materials. Very poor. Perhaps you'd prefer an easier question? On the nature of a ghost, perhaps?
性質。未練。
Ghosts of unfinished business. And apparently that includes asking questions.
You may not know much, but you have the cheek. I'll give you that. I hope it's enough.
いいんですよ、おしゃれなジョークの掛けは。今、いいんですよ。なんか銃声鳴ってますけど。
Trouble ahead. Spectres are attacking the fort.
Seek no ground. Hold
wee Highland kiss for you.
痛えよお前。こら。腹立つ。
Hold there. None in, none out.
動
Not
くな
living
じゃな
nor
いの。
dead.
助けたろよ、入れろよ。
Name's Red McCraith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
The name's Andrew White. And you seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate. Folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
ペニントンってなんか最初町にいたなんかなんつうの軍戦闘軍とか偉そうなやつだったよね。
Bennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does.
カイゼルヒゲの。
But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die,
またお使いですか。
you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have Spectre troubles. Let's first clear the nearby
近く
nest
の
to
巣窟
relieve
を
the
始
fort,
末して
then deal with the
砦を
missing.
作ってから行く。さよなら。
Right. I'll
Find our friends, Banisher.
あったよ。
try. As soon as I take care of the Spectre's nest, I'll go looking for the
わかったよ。
outpost.
全焼地に行ってみますよ。
Death knocks
こ
at
れじゃ
their
なきゃダメなん
gates.
でしょ。
No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice.
使え
Another
られんな
attack may
おい。
overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow. More coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys. Grab a bit of this. Ending spectres. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere.
ここかい？
Think you could take on a ghost?
You're done.
That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
行動のここを封鎖しろと。へいなんかあるじゃない？昇降機を使
I
う。
should buy the fort a
上に
little
上がる
time.
道を見る。
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest.
塞いだってことこれで。ってことね。昇降機ってことはまたゴンドラみたいのがあるのかな。また登んなきゃいけないってこと、山を。おい。
Stuck.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like.
ウォーキングかよ。期待させんじゃないよ、おい。お、いた。生存者がいる。
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that
時
way.
間が経ってない、死んでから。
They never learn, do they?
They brought more friends.
Get out of there!
Yeah.
分かったよ。
Make you angry.
ほら、生きてた、生きてた。
My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
ルーシーマン出た、ルーシーマン。気持ち悪い。ルーシーマン。ルーシーマンかも。ルーシ
Watch
ーマンかも。
out! We made it angry.
ルーシーマンかも。ルーシーマンかも。
Get lost, won't you?
ルーシーマン。尺弓。尺弓子。尺弓子。尺弓子。
I'm fine. Stop fussing.
生きてました。
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
7
なんで今に
years.
なって戻ってきたの？
Why come back now?
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back.
見えん
Now,
のね、この人
when I
には。
need him most.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
な
I
るほど
suspect
ね。
that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times.
隔離した
None
ん
knew
だ。
what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command,
セ
Sebastian
バスチャンは
volunteered
自
to
発的
stay.
に鉱山にとど
Walled
まっ
in
た
with
の
the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
なるほど。
I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
とりあえず戻ろう。こりゃ動くよね。
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a
ペニン
risk
トン
for
も
the
何もしない
stability
で
of the
閉じ
fort.
こもってるだけなんだ。
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end.
心が折れちゃったのかな。
You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
That's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
おいでくり。頼むわ。
Go talk to Pennington. Make him
ペ
understand
ニントンに
if
話
you
しに行
can.
く。
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office.
個
You'll
室に
find
こも
them
って
there.
いる。がっちり説教してきてやるから俺が。ペニちゃんと。
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
ペニちゃん何をしてんねんと。どうな
God
って
have
んの
mercy
つっ
on
て。
their souls.
え
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out. No hope, no way
偉そうだったのによ。
No time, no time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit
もう
takes
随
us
分
all.
後ろ向きだなお前。
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McWraith. Welcome to the end.
カイゼル。
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror.
嫌なこと言うね、おい。
Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
民は戦う準備を整えて
The
ますよ。
people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss.
いや、それは隔離されてん
Returning
だ
to
か
the
ら。
scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
この場所の状況はどうなの？
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite.
そう、お前の復讐だろうな。俺お前の
And
恨
so
みだよ。
begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold to the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
あわよ。
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
はい、というわけでございまして、今回はここまでとさせていただきます。また続きプレイしていきますので、よろしかったらお付き合いよろしくお願いします。ということで、引き続き、皆様よろしかったらチャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いいたします。というわけで、今回は以上でございます。ありがとうございました。